Yeah, okay, so that's Keria Pike. We know just how good he is on this champion, but that is definitely the opposite of a tank. That is as far the opposite of a tank that you can possibly get. This guy cannot even get help.
Tanks are not allowed in this game, so...
And the build that he's been going has been a lot more like Rod of Ages, Seraph's style of builds, as the flash from Fisher is odd, misses the Q, now unbinds, gets the flash out of Faker, because Faker is respecting Lehens.
It would have been way worse if the wall was actually tight there, and he wasn't able to work his way out.
Yeah. He's going to be maxing the E. I'm wondering when he's going to put extra points into the wall. I remember Froggen like used to do these weird things because the guy played Anivia so much that he'd like have different games where he'd like max wall first as there's a hook connecting, sorry, a cocoon connecting as Faker just Valkyrie's away. Ona makes his way in, makes his way out.
Sitting on about 200 or so at the moment.
Well, Kingen continuing to just try and hit Smash with things. Doesn't, I believe, manage to tag him with the Frost there. Oh dear, Lehens is just dead.
High value ward. Yeah, I've never seen one.
Sometimes respecting the wards is a good idea, as once again First Blood is trying to fight against Doran. And Doran silences himself and does a lot of damage here to Ju. Does get a little bit on the back end. Into the brush as the Flame Spitter is able to help out. So the arrow not exactly getting the value that Ju really wanted. That one in the top lane was certainly not one you want. This could be another opportunity for that, as now Lehens wants to be able to find it. Cocoon now going to connect as he flashes on over. Fisher's in so much trouble, still going to survive. They take down the Lee Sin first, the repel to get Lehens out of dodge. And now Jiu's on the board, picks up the kill onto Keria. Faker now in trouble, and it's a double for the Ashe. Nongshim coming back in a big way here in game 2.
Let me know when you're done with that.
Yeah. I think I'll write my thesis on it. I'll try and get a PhD in
if you had a
Diego interactions.
If you had a group of 20...
Oh, okay. There is the Safeguard kick flash onto Jiu, who is very dead.
All right, well, there you go.
Yep, revenge for the Yone. But that is one grub going on down, as Wojcik are going to give away the position here of Smash. Keria comes in though, lands the Bone Skewer as Kingen's in a bit of trouble as well. Lehens is just dead. Explosions there as the ulti's looking really cool. A double in theory, but it is just egg form. And still, that's a 4-man ult from Fisher! Smash gonna get ripped to shreds! And they take down Faker as well. Back immediately channeled here as Keria is trying to go home. And now flashing over the wall is Gideon, safeguarding out his owner, and I think he will survive.
He's there, I think 99% they know he's in that brush, but they thought they could get the kill onto owner. Flash committed, they don't get either of them. So it's a nice trade back there and an incredible ultimate from Fisher. It could have been even better. And T1, again, if you walk into this team fight with Nongshim, you better hope you're wiping it clean.
From the top, right? He can slow everyone so much. It can make some of these Yone plays work out. As Kingen also may just be dead, which would also be bad, but Ona's going to dive in. There's the safeguard kick as Lehens comes through. Ona is going to die, so it's a 1-for-1. But Lehens is now finding himself a little bit trapped underneath this turret. That turret is very angry. And Smash taking a lot of damage here. Lehens, I don't know about this one, buddy. Still, can he get in range of the Q as there's the repel and he gets the execute? Not enough that Keria can do about it, as now Faker will turn up, but Fisher is now landed. Keria looks for the ultimate, doesn't quite find it, but still, the stun is going to connect. Keria going to be falling, as we've also got Gideon getting eaten by a very angry robot Yordle. And Jiu, can he actually avenge him? The answer is perhaps, because we just continue to fight here in this game. Doran now running for the hills. Faker looking for Fisher. He flashes, he picks it up. And it's 8-8 as far as the kill score. And if we don't get a Ruinous Archon in this game, I will eat my hat.
It might be the one.
My hat, unfortunately, does not exist. However, I will eat nothing. Just for you guys, just so that I can remain true. Okay, Lehens going to find the cocoon onto Ona here, who puts him up into the sky. Kingen just continuing to try and push them away. Gets stunned and now has no real way out, and will be taken out of there.
Oh man, my man Lehens trying to make some big heroic plays in this mid game and starting to backfire a little bit here. You still can blow them up, but it's going to get a little bit tougher once you start losing control of objectives. Speaking of, they do have control of Herald now. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, Nongshim, I think if they can convince T1 to walk into them and that first pick does actually come through, the amount of, you know, snowball potential within a fight is extraordinarily high with things like the Viego. But that is the Rift Herald going down. Gideon able to pick up the eye just fine. Hens did, but Lehens was going to be in that brush. And let's see whether Jiu knows it, and he does. As Bone Skewer still going to connect, and Jiu just going to be able to find the hook, so it's a 1-for-1 in the end. Let's see whether Gideon can make it a 2-for-1, but the Bone Skewer not quite as good coming from the Viego, and he gets himself out. Wishy Elise.
Well, it's still going to be the turret going over to T1 here topside. Faker's teleport not punished. He's even going to let some of these minions go with it, or at least some damage on that cannon.
But can T1 actually fight their way back into some control around this river as Gideon pushing forward? Arrow going to connect there onto Ona. The double stun, the layering CC, but he gets himself out with the safeguard, and now Gideon is burning down. Faker, Valkyries to reposition, and now it smashes Killer Instinct. He didn't even need a button with that name on it. He already just had that, but it is working out for them. Carrier looking for another Bone Skewer, but honestly, the damage has been done. 3 on the floor for Nongshim, and maybe even more as the ulti gets Fisher out, but Kingen, he doesn't have one of those. Burning, but now he's just going to have to flap his way out. And this outer turret, sorry, not long for the world as T1 just look to take down the stragglers. Oh dear, yeah, that is a Void Seeker that's going to put him down towards the egg. And down goes Yone as well. Faker's health bar suffered a little bit, but nothing to worry about. As now Otacon could be an option here.
So T1 are just better today, and I mean, this is a AP Anivia, not very tanky. He's about to hit Rod of Ages and the Seraph's transform, but it's just too little too late. The scaling is definitely high in terms of what she can do damage-wise later, but I don't know if it's going to matter.
Well, Kingen is going to do his best to try and find an angle, and Faker is going to make it impossible for any value to be collected. Gives him the good old thumbs up as Void Seeker is going to find him. My goodness.
In those moments, you know, we haven't seen Nivea that much really ever in a while, and Zeus did it one time, and now we're like, oh, could this be a thing? Could we see a Nivea? That's kind of hype. Please live, King. I don't know.
I also think he got his Seraph's transform
right in time.
As
Fire, and Smash is going to sit here in mid. This 4-1 Otacon play is so oppressive. A lot of teams would just look for a dive here, but T1 don't need to. They know that Nongshim can't punish. They can't look for the picks like their comp wants to while they're sieged up like this.
Oh dear, Doran possibly in trouble. The wall goes down, Repel goes up, and remember they have Otacon, but this is still a bunch of money going over to Nongshim. They just need to make sure that they do not die. Killer Instinct gets Smash in there as they take down Jiu. 1 for 2 sent back home.
Buying some time here.
Yep, counter siege for Anivia is no joke, as now Fisher is going to take an equalizer ride. He did not want that. Another equalizer is there now in the form of a Valkyrie, and Faker didn't even really need it as far as the damage. Fisher is just, yeah, being
1v1. This was not the play.
Yes, not the droids you were looking for. Okay, Lehens is just thrown into a Bone Skewer. That was sexy. That was a sexy play. Longer in the earlier stages to really assert their lead. Now that they have it, things are looking real dire, and Carrier doesn't miss those. Once again, that is a dead Ashe.
Yeah, sometimes against these Carrier spears, you gotta just flash it, man.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, maybe I'll dodge. You don't dodge this guy.
I mean, if I was playing against him, I would probably, my way of dodging it would be to be in the fountain.
The problem is if you flash his hook, then you don't have your flash for his next one. He's not gonna miss, you know? Yeah, he was in deep trouble there. T1 gonna grab this Baron on spawn again. And this game is just, unfortunately, very quickly spiraling out of Nongshim's grasp.
They're going to stop that. Now Carrier looking for an opportunity to take him down. He's going to slink through. Does get tagged as, oh god, just like 3 buttons and he's dead. Fisher not going to be allowed to escape here. Does get a big old shield as he flashes on top of Faker. He almost goes down. Eventually Gideon does secure that kill as the Bone Skewer this time just barely going to go wide. And Doran going to get taken down. Gideon now finding some of these angles, some of these opportunities as he gets on top of Smash with a Heartbreaker. Now Jiu with these auto attacks as Carrier, it's just going to get autoed down. And Ona possibly out of position. There's the kick, follows in order to take down Gideon, but the stun is going to be there, and there's the Ashe damage we've been waiting for. Nongshim!
You don't respect him. He has a ton of really crazy snowballing champions on T1's side to utilize there as well. The damage coming out of the stolen Corki was unreal. That's going to be a lot of gold over to Nongshim here. Smash is like, I got a flash. That's way too much damage. Uh-oh.
I've seen this movie before.
Well, for a 6th time this game.
And this did happen in game number 1 as well, right?
Yes.
It was the negative Rebel Baron power play into T1 saying, haha, I guess we'll just win. And then they did. This does have an Anivia in it, so maybe that just win is going to take a little while longer. But Ona says he's going to split push, take down a mid lane inhibitor turret, and T1 to continue to push forward. King in. Gonna get just engaged on here by Carrier. King goes golden. Carrier likely to die as Gideon is just burning. That is going to be the rocket to take him down. Actually, the last tick of Ignite, I believe, was what removed him there. And Nongshim continuing to play defense. Arrow going to connect onto this Rumble as the ulti from Fisher. It might be enough there to be able to take him down, but instead he goes golden. Ona now taken down to his GA. Smash is getting autoed down by Jiu, who's standing and delivering as far as this damage is concerned. If he's not instantly killed, things can be better unless Ona does that. And now the entire bottom lane is being wiped out. He does have to sacrifice himself for it. Speaking of sacrifices, Doran will be taking down Fisher, the hero, as Kingen versus Faker, a tale as old as time, or at least one that's at least 3 years old. On Summoner's Rift. This could be another one, though, as Carrier going to look for a Bone Skewer, connects it after the Heartbreaker. This guy is sick. Ona now looking to try and connect that Q, but the arrow is going to be what lands. Nice little stun there as in goes Ona looking for another opportunity. King and just trying to play defense. This picks him out of the air again! How does Carrier keep doing this? Now looks for the engagement in the backline, sacrifices himself at Smash to find an avenue in. He's gonna take down Jiu, and Fisher somehow misses everyone with that ultimate. That actually, I don't think that's on Fisher. That should have hit something, I think. As now Faker is gonna say enough with the shenanigans, and he's looking to end this game right here. The most kills in a game here for the LCK Cup ever. And Fisher is still going to try and get more, at least give more. It's 2 go down before Smash is given some time with this Nexus. Doran also going to be able to clear out the kill onto King and gets the ace. And this is going to be the 2-0 for T1. Welcome to the playoffs of the LCK Cup. You'll be up against either DRX or Humble Life Esports, depending on who wins the next best of 3. But T1 right now looking like the team to beat in this tournament.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.